Right, I've got a really quick and good joke that I wanted to start with.
Got him.
And I'm really proud of it.
Okay.
So, alright, so set scene. There's a bar,
Well, okay.
and there's a bartender, and a bear walks into it, and the bartender goes, "Oh no, not you again." And the bear goes,
You're already making me laugh.
and the bear goes, "Oh, what have I been unbearable recently?" Bartender goes,
I was really hoping that wasn't the end.
"No." Bartender goes, "No, stop making jokes. We're like really concerned about you." And the bear goes, "Oh, is it because I'm always barefoot when I walk in?" And the bartender's like, "No, actually stop. Like, we're really concerned about you. Like every night you're coming in here, you're racking up like a £350 tab. You're constantly drunk. You're never with your family. We're really concerned. Like, I think you need help." And the bear goes, "No, it's fine. I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine." And the bartender goes just like, "No, seriously, like what's up? Like how's home life?" And the bear just like breaks down in tears and it's just really crying. And he's going like, "My wife and kids have left me because of the drinking. So now I come to the bar to drink because I don't really have a family anymore. I want to be around people and I don't know what I'm going to do to myself if I'm home alone." And it's like really crying.
When's this going to be a joke?
He's getting there.
Okay.
So the bartender reaches over to the bear and he goes, "You're not alone. We want to help you. We just want to know you want to be like, we're open to that, and we need you to accept that we're going to help you." And the bear goes, "Okay," like through the tears, "I'll let you help me." The bartender goes, "Oh, so why the long pause?" I can't wait. No. So the bartender goes, "Why the long pause?" And the bear goes, "I don't know, I was just born with it." You get pause, hand.
The worst joke I've ever heard. That was so bad. So bad.
It's like pause and like bear pause. And he's like, "Yeah, I was just born with long pause."
It's the worst joke ever. I'm only laughing because how much you're laughing at how bad that joke is.
It was such a good joke.
It's such a bad joke.
Oh,
That's what was that the punchline?
that was the...
Oh my god! You could have oh my god! You could have simplified that so much. You didn't need all of it.
No, but I thought I'll add, all the whole, because you're not expecting it. But then I laughed before the punchline.
That was awful. Like I'm normally I'm quite supportive of you, but this one I can't support that joke. It was absolutely shocking.
I think it was a great joke.
Oh, that is terrible.
But anyway,
Okay, I have one.
okay.
Bear with me.
Bear with me. Was that it? Oh no.
That would have been brilliant if it was.
You're literally crying. I'm literally crying. Wait. Okay, start.
Alright, okay. What's 6 plus 8?
14.
What's 8 plus 6?
14.
That is not meant to be right.
What?
What? Hold on.
What's 6 plus 8?
I heard it somewhere on TikTok, and then they were like, "Oh, mate," and they were like, "It's wrong." And then I worked it out in my head and was like, "Oh yeah, that is wrong," because they said the same answer as well. Oh, what was it?
8 plus 6 and 6 plus 8 is
It's the same thing.
the same.
Yeah. What was it? Damn it! Ignore it. I can't remember it. I'll have to find it later. But
That was amazing.
it wasn't meant to be a joke. It was meant to catch you out. I just couldn't remember what it was. Anyway, ignore it. Don't worry.
What's 6 plus 8? Yeah. I can't really think of where that joke will be.
No, what was it?
No.
Oh well, we'll just get rid of that because that's not. I'll find it later and I'll tell you. I'll because
Okay.
So you know how those people they'll go around to like people in public and just like be like they'll just give out like general conversation.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
do
yeah,
this.
yeah.
It was one of those, and then I had the same thing and I was like, "How? Where's she gone wrong?"
Yeah. And then you were like,
And I
oh,
was like, "Oh," but I can't remember what it was now. Anyway, it doesn't.
I'm
matter.
sure it was something.
It doesn't matter.
I'm sure it was something.
We'll find it later.
We'll find it later. Anyway, welcome to It's Lights Out.
Oh yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to It's Lights Out.
And away we go.
Lovely.
Yeah.
This is episode 10.
10. Double digit.
Yeah, look at us.
Yay.
Working hard.
Yeah. Or hardly working.
Yeah, we don't do any work.
It really isn't much work at all.
We have very few notes. I've got very few notes, and
I think the
Just
cameras
go
might
from
be
there.
able to see. I've literally got my bear joke written down here. And then, probably 10 lines of other notes, and that's it.
okay. I've got a little bit more than that. Okay, here's a question for you, not related to F1.
Uh-huh.
If you had to choose one clothes brand for the rest of your life, what are you picking?
Prada.
Interesting. Why?
Because I'm just such a Prada baby at the moment. I've got the little sunglasses. I just like Prada. I think Prada does really cool leather work and just general work. So Prada.
Interesting. I'm going Versace.
You do
I
like
want to be in
Versace?
silk my whole life.
Yeah, Versace's very silky.
Just be in silk. Just be like Bruno Mars my whole life. Just in silk. I'd have to be in a hot country, but it would be cool.
You would have to be in a hot country. You would be very cold.
Do they do like Versace jackets?
Everything would be shrinking.
yeah. Wait, does silk shrink like really easy? It's not meant to get wet.
No, it was something else that shrinks when it's cold.
Ah, I see. Yes, of course, I see. Oh, I clock on now. Yeah, fair enough. But okay, yes, I'd have Versace. That was a random one. It's just I thought I wanted to ask you that question.
But do you want to go buy some Versace? Is that what you were wanting to do?
No, no. I just wanted to know what your... Because obviously you could have said something like Zara or just something like basic.
Basic, yeah.
You know what I mean? And not because you'll have everything with Zara. You'll have jackets, tops, trousers. You can find all you need there.
At
Whereas
Zara.
Versace, because Prada, you can get shoes, socks,
Yeah,
trousers,
you can get everything,
boxers.
yeah.
You get everything. Okay, so
Yeah.
Prada's actually not a bad show.
With all of those, you can get everything. It's just you'll probably be buying very over the top clothing.
But this is if you're sponsored by them. So you're sponsored by one brand, so you have to wear that one brand.
Yeah, Prada or Burberry.
Burberry
I do
do
They do coats, tops, bags,
boxes.
everything.
They do underwear.
Maybe I can just not wear underwear.
Go commando.
Yeah,
Genius.
exactly. Yeah,
Genius. Fair enough.
fair
That was
enough.
a random one, but I thought I'd throw that in there.
That was a random one.
It's because I was having this conversation with someone the other day. I was like, that's a good question.
I've got another random one before we go into the F1.
Go on.
Top 5 movies all time.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I've pre-thought mine,
You've pre-thought yours. I know one as a definite.
and I
That's the
think
one.
we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have at least 2 which are the same.
I disagree. I
Really?
think we have completely different answers.
I think 2 of ours will be the same. Okay, go.
One of mine is definitely The Imitation Game.
I took that out last minute.
Oh, did you?
I took it out last minute. No, I put it in my honourable mentions, and I've debated between 2 of them. And Imitation Game, I took out literally just before this episode.
Oh, mate, why?
It's amazing.
What a movie.
It's amazing, but I sort of like a different. I really, really like it, but the other movie I put in instead, I just like. Okay, I'll tell you what. So instead of Imitation Game, I put Memento in.
I've not watched Memento.
Really good.
Okay.
I like movies that when you watch it once and then you rewatch it again, you're like, oh, okay, sort of thing. So this is like a twist. And the movie's sort of done, it's like chronologically, it goes from the end back to the beginning and it slowly reveals more and more. And the main character has short-term memory. So he leaves notes for himself.
Okay.
And so you sort of see the final scene right at the beginning with the final notes that he's made. And then it sort of goes back and back and you sort of see how he gets to that final scene.
Oh, it sounds really good.
Yeah.
Who's the actor?
Who's the actor? Oh, he's a really
know who he
famous
is.
actor. It's Christopher Nolan movie. But
Wow, I should definitely have watched that then. 'Cause I
Yeah.
like Christopher Nolan. I think he's good.
he,
I think he's a
what,
great director.
2 or 3 of my top 5 are Christopher Nolan.
Wow, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And another honourable mention I have is another Christopher Nolan movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Imitation Game, one of yours.
I'm gonna go. The thing is, right? There's movies that I'll watch, and I'll just be completely amazed by them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I know, but there's sometimes when there's these movies that are so amazing, I don't want to rewatch them.
Okay.
Because I think it's because I have to focus, and it actually makes me feel so up and down. It's actually quite exhausting all the way through.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
things like Forrest Gump. I've watched that once in my life.
I've never watched it.
It don't get me wrong, it's definitely one of the best movies I've ever seen, but I really don't want to watch it again because it's actually heartbreaking at times.
Okay,
But then it's
yeah.
also like amazing at times as well. And I can't unless
Do
I've
the up
got
and
the
down.
energy to be like that all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Then so yeah, so
So what movie was Forrest Gump the movie that you would put on there?
no, I'm not going to put that on there. I feel what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the movies that I've rewatched over.
Yeah,
and
that's
over.
what I've done with mine.
Okay,
Movies
so
that I like.
Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman,
Great film.
loved it, and I can rewatch it over
Isn't it like 3 hours long?
and over. It's quite a long movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a long one.
I like Guy Ritchie movies. That's gonna be my second one. I think you go for it.
So another movie that's really like up and down in emotion, but I find quite easy to watch is the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Love that.
Great film.
Great film.
I mean, you get the highs of you think he's going to be the manager right at the beginning, and then he's not, and then Patrick comes in with his butt out, crashes, and then
this is
you
so
get.
long.
I mean, you get the ultimate high of the "Now That We're Men" song. Now that we're men, we're gonna do anything.
You're bringing back all the memories I haven't watched
Yeah.
it for years.
Do you know I can like quote most of it, like a lot of the movie. I was watching it with a friend a couple of days ago, and they told me off for constantly quoting all the all the scenes.
I can imagine that being quite annoying.
You get the really emotional bit, you know, when they're at Shell City
Yeah, of
and
course.
they're like baking, they're about to die to get googly eyes put on them, and the tear of the Goofy Goober saves them.
Goober.
The Goofy Goober. And then the ultimate high at the end where you have Patrick in stiletto heels and SpongeBob in the rock band. Yeah. That was
Great movie.
great movie, but really up and down that one. So I know what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, that is heart-wrenching stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh.
So you've got Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman, Imitation Game.
Yeah.
I've got Memento and SpongeBob SquarePants.
Okay. One that came to mind. So my sister works at Disney. If for people who don't know, my sister works at Disney, so I'm around Disney stuff.
You
a
can't
lot.
say that. You can only say that she.
No, she works there.
Oh, okay.
She works there.
She works there.
Doesn't know. We don't know anything else.
Yeah.
She works there, so I'm around Disney a lot. So when thinking of my favorite movies, I'll think of my favorite Disney movie, which is Tangled.
Really?
Love Tangled. It's my favorite Disney movie.
Is it?
I love Tangled.
I'm really surprised.
Really? Why? What were you expecting it to be, like The Incredibles or something?
I know. I always put you as like a Moana guy.
I do like Moana,
Moana's a good one.
Moana
Moana's
is
one of my favorite Disney movies.
but Tangled's better.
Is Wall-E a Disney movie?
Yes.
Yeah, Wall-E's my favorite.
Is it?
But I've only ever really watched it a couple times. But I do love Wall-E.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Wall-E doesn't go on my list though. It wouldn't go. I didn't put.
You didn't
I
put a Disney movie in.
So like, I sort of did it as like one is like a bit of a thriller, one's a bit of a like horror thriller, animation. Sorry, not anime.
Oh, okay.
And then that's just how I did it in my head. And then I've got like a superhero movie and a bit of a space movie as well, which might give away what I might say is the last couple. But
Okay, actually, I'm going to take that out. But it's definitely not in my top 5 movies, Tangled, but it's just my favourite Disney movie. But it's not in my top 5 movies, so let me take that out.
we can put honourable mention Tangled and
Honorable mention, Tangled.
Wall-E for me.
And Moana. So
And
Disney,
Moana.
well done,
Yeah,
Disney.
Well done, Disney. Yeah.
Well
Well
okay,
done,
the other one.
corporate machine.
Yeah, literally just pumping
Just
out.
milking every last drop of like the Incredibles and stuff. Make a Lion King remake.
Yeah, Lion King, yeah. But they still do it so well.
They do it well, yeah.
Okay, there's one that's in my head that I'm going to say, and if I think of anything else, I'll change it. But Django Unchained.
I've never seen it, but I've heard such good things.
What a film.
Yeah,
That's a brilliant movie.
never seen that.
So that'll be my number 3. Yeah.
Do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking of the animated movie Django. Is that not it? No, it's
Django
the
Unchained.
that's the one with Leo and
Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah. Jamie Foxx.
That's one.
Yeah.
Love that.
No, that is. I've seen half of it and was supposed to watch the other half, and I never finished it. I don't know why.
Okay.
But I was thinking of like Django. There's like a little like alien Western guy.
Oh yeah, I know
You know what I mean?
I know
like weird alien guy. And he like shoots his guns. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's like a cowboy, but like a
yeah,
like a weird gecko cowboy thing. Is that right? Is it like a alien?
yeah, like a
thing?
gecko cowboy. Yeah.
So random.
That's what came to my head at first. That's also called Django, right?
Yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
so. Yeah.
I think so. I haven't
Um,
seen it.
So Django Unchained for you. I'm going. I'm not going to say a couple of the others because I want to. I don't want to say it and then you also say the same one. So I'm going to go Shutter Island. It's like
That was one that did come into my head, but I
yeah,
wouldn't have picked it. But a great film.
great film. I don't say I hate horror movies. You know I hate horror. Like I literally can't do them because
Yeah.
I just get scared for weeks after because I'm a grown man.
Yeah,
Um,
because you're a big boy.
Yeah. I sleep in my own room. But Shutter Island is just great because I love, again, with Memento, where you can rewatch it and then you see all the things, like, you see just weird parts, which are like, oh, that makes so much sense now that he's actually an inmate there and stuff. But it still, like, sort of leaves you questioning about different things. And it's just a great attention to detail in the movie. So,
That is a very good movie.
who's the director of that? Is it again Christopher Nolan?
It's Christopher Nolan. No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Is it not?
No, I
It's another really famous one.
think so. Yeah.
I mean,
But I don't
shall I
think
Google it quick?
Yeah, give it a Google. Why not?
Yeah, it's Martin Scorsese.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course. Genius as well. Is he the one? I think he was the one that had a go at Marvel, and he said something like, "I don't understand why Marvel movies are so big. They're just like it's like a what was it? It's like a theme park. They're like theme parks. They're just big and brash." But what I
He
did
might have said, but see, I've heard that argument a lot with Marvel and like Transformers, Michael Bay movies and stuff. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with a good movie where you can switch your brain off and just see explosions.
yeah.
Like, I have no issue with a Marvel movie. Like, it's still good storytelling. Like, I was well sad when Iron Man died and stuff.
Me too.
It's still good storytelling and stuff. It's just catered more towards a younger audience. So
It's a different audience.
it's not like clever writing or amazing cinematography, but the CGI is amazing and everything, and it takes nothing away from
The
that.
story's still good. That's why Marvel's done so much better than DC, because the story's been consistent. Well, we could go into this a lot because I'm not a big Marvel fan now. I was.
Yeah, I think
I've been really disappointed by it over the last few years. And I used to be a big Marvel guy.
yeah, same.
But yeah, when he said that he feels like it's more of just like a theme park sort of thing. I was like, yeah, but people like theme parks. So
Yeah.
why?
There's nothing wrong with a
Nothing
theme
wrong
park.
with a theme park. There's nothing wrong with liking movies that blow up. But I actually don't like Michael Bay movies.
I think Michael Bay movies are incredibly sexist, very one-dimensional, all of those things.
Yeah,
But I like
but I
Transformers.
love those Transformers. The first three.
I
and
like
five
watching
wasn't
robots fight robots and do cool things, and I like fast cars.
exactly.
Okay,
So we're still.
so where are we at? So I've said Memento and Shutter Island and SpongeBob SquarePants. You've said
I've said Imitation Game,
Game.
Django Unchained, and oh my god, what the hell was it?
Guy Ritchie's The
Guy
Gentleman.
Ritchie's The Gentleman, great one. Let's change. Okay, let's change. What's it called? Genres.
Yeah.
My romantic comedy favorite is The Proposal.
Again, not seen that.
Brilliant movie. If you like rom-coms, because it's not like super romantic and really cringy.
Yeah.
It's just great. It's Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock, and I literally watched it the other day. It's a
is it really
great
good?
film. It's
Okay.
just one of those movies you can just switch off and just like
Laugh at it. Yeah.
just be like, it's just so funny. It's so stupid, but it's so funny.
Is there a proposal in that?
Yes, but not like get down on one knee, will you marry me type thing.
Pretty good.
Well, except for a joke where he says,
Spoilers.
Sorry.
No, I'm joking.
I'll tell you later. But that's my favourite rom-com.
That's your vote. That's your favorite.
So I'll stick that in there because I like that one.
I've gone, and I know you don't think this is the best one, but I think Batman: Dark Knight.
Mate, that was what do you mean? That was good. That was one of the other ones I was thinking.
That was one of the other ones. Okay, cool.
Dark Knight.
Because I think
Mate, it's one of the best movies ever.
Okay, cool. Then someone else then who once said that they don't think it's a very good
Who is this person? We need to speak with this person because
it is so
idiots.
well written. Again, Christopher Nolan, same as Memento.
Yeah.
So you can see I have a bit of a favorite director, like you, like Guy Ritchie.
Yeah. Guy Ritchie films.
What a movie! What a performance by his name is. Well, Christian Bale had a great performance in there.
He was. What's his name? For goodness sake, it's tragic, isn't it?
How am I forgetting his name?
It's so it's because we're doing the podcast right now, and then it's decided this very moment to leave our heads. His name is
Heath Ledger. I just
you.
googled it. I mean, everyone: Aaron Eckhart, Morgan Freeman, Gary Oldman, Christian Bale, Michael Caine. All of them had a great performance in it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that story that Michael Caine said that he forgot his lines when he first met Heath Ledger doing his like that first scene together because he was like, "Oh my life, this guy plays it so well."
Was that the one that he was in? It's when he comes up the elevator. Oh yeah, I'm not.
No, I got these. God, I can't do the voice.
I'm not gonna do that. I can't.
I sound like the nerdy kid at school who's like, I just beat you at this game. That was my Joker laugh.
Oh, that was probably going to be my number 5, actually. It was one that I was thinking of.
I was debating because there was another one that I want to say, which I think you'll add in. So I didn't want to like say one that's going to influence what you add in. But okay, so that's my 4th.
Damn it. I might have to make that my 5th. Thing is, obviously, there's so many honorable mentions, like The Godfather, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction's great.
There's loads of things. Rockies, the Rocky films.
I like the Creed movies as well.
I don't know. I've never been a big boxing movie guy.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a Rocky fan.
You're not a Rocky fan,
which isn't great. But I don't like sports movies really.
Yeah, because yeah, I get that because it's like dramatized. It's not really like the actual sport itself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's never really bothered me.
I think there's a lot of movies that you could put on which are like Inception's a great movie. I think there's a lot of objectively good movies. Like, I think what's the one where they break out of prison? Probably the most like
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption.
That is such a good film.
Great film. I don't put it in my top 5 because I don't watch it loads.
I've watched it twice.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, so it's like
12
that
Years a
rewatch
Slave.
factor.
Is that, yeah. There's like, because I've got a movie in here. I mean, SpongeBob SquarePants movie, probably objectively not the best film. No, it is.
Yeah, but it's personal, isn't it?
Yeah. It's all. That's what I mean. It's like personal preference. So I think it's fine to pick something that isn't what a critique would say is the best movie.
That's the funny thing about, any sort of, some people are like, oh, it's not critically very good. I don't care what they say. Why would I like it? So,
exactly. Yeah. It's like, I enjoy it. It's the same with it's like back to the Marvel thing. It's like, I get enjoyment out of it.
Yeah. So who are you to tell me that I can't enjoy that?
Yeah. So with that, what's your number 4?
With that, no, that was my Proposal was my number 4.
Oh.
I'm on my 5th now.
Oh, so you're on your 5th. So is Dark Knight your 5th?
I'm gonna go a different one because you have that one.
Yeah.
So let's make a different one. So while looking through here, which is a very strange one. I've never been, the big Avatar movies.
You gonna say Avatar too?
No, I don't. I'm not a big fan of the Avatar films. I don't know why. It just doesn't do much for me.
I think I get a lot of enjoyment out of the CGI of it.
Yeah,
because I think it's really impressive. Watching like Corridor Crew and stuff explain it. You're like, okay, wow, this is so impressive. But the actual story, I'm like,
yeah. Oh man, yeah. So I've never been a huge fan of that. Perfect.
Yeah, one.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
That's on my honorable list.
I'm taking it.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
that was on my honorable mention. So two on your list are on my honorable mentions.
Okay.
Yeah, which I almost put in. Yeah.
And then your number 5
is Star Wars Episode 3.
Yeah,
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, it's very good.
Very good. Yeah, because I can just watch that over and over. I love the whole Darth Vader story and the Anakin Skywalker story. We don't talk about the newest ones.
No, Mandalorian's so good.
Mandalorian's really good.
That's, by the way, what we're going to go on to next is top 5 series.
Oh, okay. Top 5 series.
That's hard. We can do some research before we carry on if you want.
Okay, yeah, can we do some research?
We can do some research.
Okay.
But wait, carry on with the film one and then we'll go on to the...
Yeah, well, I mean, there's just so much emotion with Star Wars.
Yeah.
At the moment, with Episode 3, just like the fight between him and Obi-Wan. And like the writing isn't great. Like they're just like... But it's just so iconic. Like, I have the high ground. You underestimate my power.
That was a good impression. I write that.
Yeah. Hello there.
Hello there.
Yeah. There's just so many great bits. And I think it's just a great, easy to watch movie.
Yeah.
With just like clashing
it's Star Wars.
Young kids being murdered. One of my mates I used to go to, one of my mates I used to go to school with. He was one of the little younglings that got murdered.
No way!
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Because his mum used to do makeup on the Star Wars set.
Is he actually? Can you actually see him in the?
Yeah, he's in the clip. He's not the one who talks, but he's in the background. He's like,
What are we going to do? Why does he talk like a muppet?
he's a little kid.
What are we going to do?
And Darth Vader just like,
It's like ends his life. Poor kid.
poor kid. He's clearly just a little young kid.
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
scared. He's right. Yeah,
Well, no, because he's acting, but his acting's really bad.
yeah. But they were just like extras. They were just like parents of kids of the people who were working on set.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it wasn't like
Actually, when you think about it like that, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
ruin the film because of that one tiny bit. Okay, so let's.
So what was your top five? Your top five is Imitation Game.
The Proposal.
Yep.
Every time I say that one, I always think that I'm going to get rinsed for that one.
Yeah.
I just love it. Imitation Game, The Proposal, Django Unchained, The Wolf of Wall Street, and
The Gentleman.
The Gentleman.
That's how I met your mother.
And yours was The Gentleman.
The Gentleman.
That anyway.
Yeah.
moving on to that.
And then mine are
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight Rises.
No, not Rises.
No,
Dark
sorry,
Knight.
The Dark Knight. Batman Dark Knight. Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars. SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Shutter Island and Memento.
Gangster.
Gangster.
Great 10 movies.
Yeah, great time movie.
If you haven't seen any of those movies, go and watch them.
Yeah, exactly. Just about to say that.
Yeah, go and watch them. Okay, moving on to series. Mine's going to be super quick.
I think
Friends.
we're both going to have... Oh, okay.
Friends.
Can you put them in order? You have to order them.
Oh,
Right. Because I've got an obvious number one, which I've just rewatched so many times.
is it How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
Okay, good, because that was going to be in my top 5 too.
Yeah. How I Met Your Mother is just by far my favourite series ever.
Love that.
Yeah.
So good. Friends and How I Met Your Mother are so close for me.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Friends is really close for me. I think Friends is a close second.
I always find it so weird when people say, I don't like Friends. I'm like, oh.
I think that's just like, you know when you try and be a contrarian and you're just like, I don't like Friends. It's like...
We literally said earlier, we were like, if you like it, you like it.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you don't like it. Cause...
No, you have to like Friends.
yeah, you have no choice.
You can't not like something I don't like. Like.
Exactly.
Like.
Exactly. That's basically the world we live in at the moment. No, so I actually don't like Breaking Bad, which is literally everyone's gonna go, oh my god. I've never enjoyed it. I've tried so many times to start it because I want to love it.
Yeah.
I've tried 3 times to start it. I've even tried. There was one time when I started midway through season 3 because I got fed up of season 1. So I was like, oh, I'll wait. I'll see if I can get it into it
later.
on the later series.
Yeah.
So I've tried 3 times at the start. I've tried in the middle. I just can't. It's I don't know.
You see, this is
Just
why
don't like it.
this is why we're so similar, because I've tried 3 times
Have you?
to watch Breaking Bad,
No
and I
way.
can't get into it.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know why. I can get, but I think where I'm different to you is I enjoy the first season, and then I just don't like the second season.
Oh.
But I don't like. I think I struggle to sit down and watch a 50 to 1 hour episode sort of thing.
Do
like
you?
I'm very like quick hits, and you'll see from my list that most of it in there is quick hit episodes.
Actually, mine is too.
Mine's very just comfortable background viewing episodes sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like How I Met Your Mother, I can chuck it on, do some work on my laptop, sort of thing. I say work, be on my phone on Instagram, posting on my meme page.
Posting the meme page. What's the meme page?
Formula Bonotto.
Love it. Go follow. Yeah. So anyway, Friends, How I Met Your Mother,
Not Breaking Bad.
not Breaking Bad,
But same for me, Friends, How I Met Your Mother.
Big Bang Theory,
No, not for me.
not for you. Didn't like it.
No. I used to like it, and then I got swayed by social media to not like it.
Why? What do you mean?
Because it was like they were like, oh, it's just saying complicated things and adding a laugh track to the back of it. And then I was like, after I did that, I basically I can't really watch it now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I just find it so funny.
So I watched to about season 12, used to love it, and then saw social media stuff, and then I just
You got to season 12.
yeah.
That's the final season. So you got all the
Oh
way
no,
through, loved
season
it,
11. I think.
and didn't watch season
I
12.
didn't watch the final season, but I did watch the final episode just to get a bit of closure.
Okay, I see.
Go
Go and watch
but-
3.
And then, so I've got How I Met Your Mother, Friends, The Office. So those 3 shows are all very similar. I love The Office.
I've not. Oh my god, I've not watched it.
You not watched it?
I know it's so bad.
You really need to watch it.
Which one? The US or the UK?
US. I think the UK is
interesting.
probably funnier, but it's just so uncomfortable to watch that I can't just put it in the background and watch.
Okay.
I find it really hard to watch.
Okay. I've been told so many times to watch The Office, and it's not like I've tried as well. Like, so I can't be like, oh, it was. It's not because I didn't enjoy it.
You just never got around to it.
Just never got around to watching it,
fair
which is terrible, I think.
Fair enough.
But yeah, go on.
I've gone Suits.
It's a great shout. Loved Suits.
I love Suits. Me and my mum are watching it now. We're in like season 6. It's
So good.
Great show.
My number 4 is The Witcher.
Oh, I never really watched it.
Love.
I played the video game. I never really enjoyed the video game, which I know is sacrilege because everyone loves that video game. But
I stopped playing The Witcher as well.
Yeah.
I found it too hard.
I found one too hard. I found a mechanic. I played Red Dead Redemption 2 first. Then I went to The Witcher, and I think that's the issue because The Witcher's mechanics just feel wrong.
Maybe.
Like they just don't feel refined, whereas they refined it for Red Dead Redemption 2. So Red Dead feels like a polished game, Witcher never felt like a polished game to me. Also, I only ran at like 30 FPS on my PS4, so I was like, it's just not that fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So How I Met Your Mother, Friends, The Office, Suits, and then final one's The Mandalorian.
Oh, that's my final one.
Yeah.
I haven't watched this series yet. I haven't watched season.
I'm
3.
watching. You like to because you like to wait and save it all up, don't you? And
I
then
do.
watch it. Yeah.
I like to have a full day where I've got I know I've got a whole day. It's just the best thing, and I'll order some food and I'll just sit there and watch it the whole thing. And I feel like I can always get the best
view of the whole thing where you don't sort
picture.
of like. But then I feel like with some series it doesn't really work because some of the enjoyment out of some series is the cliffhangers and the speculation. I find. Of like what's going to happen next. I find that with Marvel series when they first were starting to come out, like Loki. You didn't like Loki.
I loved Loki.
Oh, you did.
I
What
did.
was the one you didn't like?
I didn't like.
Was it WandaVision?
No, loved WandaVision. It was the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That was it. Whereas like I enjoyed the sort of speculation between episodes of what's going to happen next. Is like what I really enjoy as part of those series sometimes.
Okay.
So, but yeah, me and my dad are watching Mandalorian a little bit.
Yeah, so good.
Watching the new season. But I remember when Kenobi came out, and I was like messaging you after every episode, like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever!" You're like, don't tell me, don't tell me.
Yeah, don't tell me because that was really good as well.
I really wanted to put Kenobi there, but I couldn't replace any of the others in there. But the only reason I like Kenobi is just seeing Darth Vader and how strong he was.
Yeah.
But then seeing sort of the fall and the rise of Kenobi again throughout the episode.
Yeah.
The series, sorry. And then that final battle they have, just the
it's
amount
so
of emotion and like when like Darth Vader's like, you didn't kill Anakin Skywalker, and it's like I did. It's that sort of like final rest for Kenobi because he felt so guilty about it, but he was like, no, don't worry, like Darth Vader is the one who killed Anakin. It wasn't Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan just maimed him.
Yeah.
But he maimed Darth Vader. He never hurt his friend Anakin.
Yeah.
Which I think was just such like a beautiful moment, especially because you have like the blue glow on his helmet when he's saying you never killed Anakin Skywalker, and then it like switches to red and he's like I did, sort of thing. So it was like a sort of a moment of like he sort of was just reaching out to his friend one final time to be like, you didn't kill him, don't worry about it.
Wow, that was deep, man.
Yeah, it was.
Never heard of it. I've never spoken to anyone who's actually been that in depth and that.
Yeah, I was just
deep.
like that's what they do with the lighting and stuff, and it's just like really emotional. And I was like,
love that.
wow,
That's a very good insight.
yeah.
Love that. Well played. Any honourable mentions, considering we've
Well,
done
Kenobi was an honourable mention. SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob, okay.
But I don't, because SpongeBob's sort of ongoing, and I don't like the new SpongeBob. So I used to watch like 1, 2, and 3 were the best seasons in my opinion. But
Okay, Breaking Bad was one that we didn't like.
it was an
That's
honourable
mention.
trash mention.
An
for
honourable
us.
trash mention because everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Prison Break, the first series,
Prison Break.
was incredible. The other series I could do without, but
Yeah.
that series was amazing.
What's the
I'm just looking through now. Sons of Anarchy. A lot of people like Sons of Anarchy.
I've never really watched those series.
No, I didn't get into Sons of Anarchy.
Um,
Any other?
Community was a good one.
Yeah, I've not watched that.
I liked it and didn't like it.
Mm.
It was all right, in my opinion, which I know loads of people are massive fans of.
Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, yeah.
Yeah.
Great show. That's so easy to rewatch.
So easy.
So easy to rewatch.
And it was just that one scene where he's getting the 5 people to sing.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Westlife song?
No, yeah, it's like, how's it go? It's like, he's like,
Oh God.
And then it's like, but then like they sing the song, and then it cuts to it's like,
My fire.
yeah,
my
the
one
Backstreet
desire.
Boys, Backstreet Boys,
Backstreet Boys.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That is
And then she's
honestly.
like, number five killed my brother.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
What a scene. That's so honestly.
Oh.
That genuinely probably just makes the whole series that one.
Yeah,
moment.
literally.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Anyway, that was fun. I enjoyed
fun.
talking
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. That was nice to talk about something different, but we can start talking a bit about. We were going to talk about Williams until we got sidetracked
Until we got sidetracked.
right at the beginning.
I didn't know until today that they were the first team to implement ground effect. Genius.
I'm nodding, but I didn't also know that because I thought it was Lotus. I didn't realize that Williams were the first team to do it. I know they were the first team to do active suspension. I mean, if you've seen it, then yeah.
I'd heard it earlier, but I don't know if maybe they weren't the first team then, but they were the first team that did it to an effective level.
I think they would have been the first team.
It was apparently the early 80s.
Yeah.
So Frank Williams tried to start up the company.
Mm-hmm.
They lost all their money.
Oh, really? I don't know this.
Yeah, so they lost all their money, and then some company called Wolf took over in the 70s, early 70s.
Okay.
And then he managed to find funding again, and started up the official Williams. So he tried to start it twice, and the second time it worked.
Oh.
And then it was in the start of the 80s where their ground effect was so good that they won their first champion drivers and constructors in 1980.
Was it Adrian Newey as well working for them?
He did eventually. It wasn't.
I don't. It was.
Wasn't from the start.
Okay. Yeah.
But he definitely did eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, at the start of the 80s, their ground effect car was just phenomenal. Basically, in the 80s, they managed to get 3 drivers' championships, 4 constructors' championships.
Impressive.
In the 80s. In 1980, drivers and constructors. 81 constructors, 82 drivers.
Yeah.
86 constructors, and 87 drivers and constructors.
Yeah. And then
Flying.
they continued that. Is it 93? They won the drivers and constructors?
92.
92.
Drivers, constructors.
Yes,
93,
because-
drivers, constructors.
Yep.
94, constructors. 96,
And-
drivers, constructors. 97, drivers, constructors.
Yeah.
I mean, that is dominance.
Yeah. I mean, they were the team. And like 94, they would have won the drivers if it wasn't for the passing of Ayrton Senna. He would have won it.
He would have won it.
Yeah.
Very
But
sad.
yeah,
That is over 2 decades.
That's a great resume.
Huge.
It's one of the best resumes in F1.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. And then they get into the 2000s. They have pretty lackluster 2000s. I remember they were like it's sort of like it's saying like Red Bull in the 2014 to 2020 were lackluster. It's like they were like second or third best, which isn't really lackluster. But when you're going against such a dominant Ferrari Michael Schumacher combo, what are you gonna do? Sort of thing. You just don't have the driver to compete with that.
Yeah, of course. He was
And
just
the
different
team.
gravy.
Yeah, and then they sort of just drop off. Like, so since they have a car which can't produce downforce, and it's almost as if every single season downforce is the issue for them. So in 2014, they come like third in the constructors or something, and it's only because of the Red Bull engine, the Mercedes engine. It was literally, so every single 2014, 15, 16, they were doing well in the championship, but they would do amazing at any track with a straight. Any track that had corners and not really big straights, they'd be awful because they had a terribly built car, but all it was good at was being slippy and have the Mercedes engine, which gives them a massive boost.
Yeah.
And I used to say, I was like, as soon as the other engine manufacturers catch up, like all this like masked goodness that's happening to Williams is just going to hit them in the face. And then 2018 onwards, they've been like last every season.
Every season.
Yeah.
They've been in desperate need of
Help.
funding, help.
Yeah.
Like they've struggled to even find sponsorship.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah. It is really sad. Because
Because of the history of and where they came from, which was just a guy. I mean, that's the same as most teams, though, isn't it? Just a guy with a dream of just driving and racing cars. But
it's a bit different because it was a family-owned business, and I know they've recently sold that off now, and it's sort of
In
lost that
2018.
that DNA.
no, 2020.
Yeah, because another big issue that they had was because it was a family-run team, they didn't want to be like, oh, like they just didn't want to really sell it, and they didn't want
which is fair enough because
sell its soul. But
it's your family's legacy, isn't it?
But it has hampered them.
It comes to a point, doesn't it, where you can't. You just they got to a point where they was like, look, we can't keep going like this.
Can't keep going. Yeah.
All the big teams. Obviously, this was before the cost caps and stuff. All the big teams were just throwing money.
Couldn't keep up.
Just can't keep up.
And it was, at least they had a bit of success. They had that win in 2012 in Maldonado. They had a pole position in Austrian front row lockout in the Austrian Grand Prix, 2014.
Nice.
I'm just going off memory here, but yeah, it's
It's sad though because I'd love to see Williams back at the top. They're not a team.
I think more teams back at the top. Like I'd love to see McLaren back at the top. I'd love to see Williams back at the top.
Yeah.
Aston Martin, Mercedes, Ferrari, not Red Bull.
Screw Red Bull.
No, I'm joking. Red Bull's great because they push development so well.
Yeah.
That
you have to have a Red Bull in there, don't you?
Yeah. It's just having Red Bull at the top.
There's only one can ever be at the top, isn't there? So you have to think about it like that.
Yeah, I can't cry too much. I'll cry later.
Sad times.
Yeah. But it is a bit sad that Williams have such a history, and I mean, at least this year, they've had favourable conditions because they have a wind-sensitive car, but every Grand Prix they've gone to, it's not been too windy. It's been quite calm, which is kind of odd, but because Bahrain, you usually see quite a lot of crosswind, you didn't really get that there. It was quite funny though because they have a car which doesn't really have a lot of downforce, but it's crazy quick in a straight line.
Yeah.
So it was like during qualifying in. It would be like Alex Albon in Q3. He'd be setting like a purple sector 2, and it would come like ninth. It was like every single sector 2 was like so fast, and then
are they still powered by the Mercedes?
Yeah.
Because they've the amount of engines they've gone through over the years have been crazy, even from like the 80s and the 90s.
Really?
They've had Renault engines. Oh, I need to look it up, but they've been through like a good 9 or 10 different engine manufacturers.
BMW,
there was Cosworth.
Yep.
Now Mercedes.
I don't really know what else they've been through. But
there's loads. There's so many. I looked up earlier.
Like a big list.
It's good 10 in the last 40 years of different engine manufacturers, which is a lot.
And I mean, they're looking again at the moment. So James Vowles, obviously, he came from Mercedes, and now he's now the chief guy there at Williams, and he is actually looking around for engines. But he said that he basically said though when he said it was like when you get a painter for your house, this is his exact quote was, when you get a painter for your house, you don't just get one quote. So he is getting quotes from other people.
It's a good point. And normally you go for the middle quote. You don't go for the cheap one or the expensive. You normally go in the middle. Yeah. Do you reckon he'll do that, or he'll just go... No, actually...
It's a hard one because they've built the car around this Mercedes engine, and every engine's packaged differently. So to change the engine, you're requiring quite a decent sized change to the concept of the car as well. So he'll probably go with Mercedes, but he's probably doing this to get a bit of a better deal, really.
Maybe.
But yeah,
he's clever if he is.
If it works out, yeah. And I think we all want to see Williams back at the front, but it is also quite funny to make fun of Logan Sargent. Your surprise pick to be great this season.
Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. I never said that.
You never said that?
No, I don't know.
Can we pull up the clip?
Absolutely.
Can we try and pull up the clip?
Honestly, you're such a liar. You're such a liar, mate. I never said that. Oh my god.
Right, we're going to cut the clip in three. Ever said. We're cutting the clip in 3, 2, 1.
I think Logan Sargent is going to get he's going to do well in that Williams. Yeah, I did say that. I put my hands up. It was really bad.
Yeah. It was a bad choice. I even said it. I was like, I don't think so.
It's terrible.
But he might do well.
No, he won't. No, he won't.
Yeah,
I changed my opinion very quickly.
Yeah. Oh well.
I was hoping that I'd have just got this really, really solid shout. Do you know what I mean? Just got really lucky.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, do you know what? He's going to do it. I've got faith in this guy.
Yeah. No.
I've lost all my faith.
No. I'm still sticking by my Oscar Piastri guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I said first 12 races of the season, Lando's going to pretty much beat him quite easy.
Did much better though in Australia. Much better.
He did do much better, which is why I said he's going to take some time for him to get used to the car.
Yeah.
With a new car coming in Imola in for like a month's time.
Yeah.
So
What's the next race?
next race is Spain
Is it Spain?
or Miami. It's one or the other.
One or the other.
Okay.
And then wait, that means Mercedes will have their upgrade, won't they? They're bringing their upgrade, aren't they? To their isn't it? It's race number 4. They said they're bringing their big upgrade package.
They should be getting a bit of an upgrade in Spain. I mean, they said Imola, but they've also said Spain. So we'll see.
Oh man,
it's exciting times. Exciting times.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
It's race weekend when there's no race. It's very sad.
It is very. That's why we talked about movies for about half of this.
Yeah, because we did.
It's very sad without F1 being there.
Yeah, we didn't know how, because obviously Williams is not crazy, man.
It's not crazy.
No, okay. Well, you could talk about the history of Williams for months and months, but
who wants to hear that?
no, we all know about the winners now.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd mention some Williams stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun.
It's time for Rachel's question time.
Rachel's question time. Eventually, we're going to have a jingle.
Yeah. We need to work on that.
We're going to have a jingle.
Yeah. If anyone wants to make us a jingle,
Make us a jingle,
please.
please.
So her question was, has there ever been a budget cap in F1 before, or is this a new thing?
I don't know. Can I? It's 50-50. Can I make a guess?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Damn it.
So it was the obvious answer, no. But it did, when she asked that question, it reminded me of 2009. There was actually a proposed budget cap that was going to be, and it's quite an interesting one.
Okay.
Because it was in 2010, you had 3 new teams join, and it was Caterham, HRT, and Marisha. And those 3 teams, basically, they basically just got conned a bit by the FIA. Because they joined expecting there to be this sort of budget cap, but then the teams pushed back. And what this budget cap was going to be was, it was sort of a tiered one. So it was like you could have unlimited spending, spend as much as you want. But if you were able to keep your spending under 40 million, which is very low.
That's very low.
Very low. Then you would be able to have benefits where you could rev the engine higher than other teams.
Okay.
You could have movable front and rear wings.
Okay.
This is before DRS.
Right.
And it was like you could also, I think, have active suspension as well. All of those are huge benefits.
Oh yeah.
Huge benefits.
That can make your car
Miles
perform so different.
Yeah, but then you've also got the play with, but you then can't spend 200 million. You can only spend 40 million.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a balance. But these teams, basically, F1 was in a cost crisis where it was 2008 recession. You had Toyota, BAR, BMW, all 3 of them leaving. And they needed to fill the team, and they wanted to make this massive grid. So they sort of told these teams, right, there's going to be this like under 40 mil spend, you get all these benefits sort of thing. So these teams signed up. But then the teams who were currently already in F1 were like, no, we don't want that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So they fought back and they threatened to pull out. And in the end, they basically just scrapped the idea. But then these 3 teams, had like signed up to spend a load of money.
Oh no.
And then they had spent, a lot of money developing the car, expecting this budget cap. And they were like, yeah, sorry, it's not going to happen.
Oh, so screwed them over before they've even started.
Yeah, before they even started. So those teams basically were just at the back of the grid and were awful. But I thought that was an interesting story, just in terms of like, there was a potential, quite an interesting budget cap. Very different to what it is now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Very interesting, yeah.
So there you go, Rachel. So no, but there's some drop knowledge for you.
Well, no, but...
Yes, but no, but...
Yes, but no, but... Yeah.
Well, no.
No. There was no. There was never a budget cap
There was
before.
never a budget cap until now.
But, yeah.
Nice. Love that.
Cool.
All done?
All done.
Love it.
Right. Well, thanks for listening.
Thank you very much for taking the time out.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Take care.
Peace.